If you've ever tried learning forex trading, you've probably noticed something very quickly. Everyone seems to have a different opinion. One person tells you, you must use indicators. Another person says, indicators are useless, just use price action. Someone else tells you, buy this course and you will succeed. Another person says, you can learn everything for free on YouTube. After a while, all of this becomes confusing. You start jumping from strategy to strategy, indicator to indicator, and nothing really starts making sense. So instead of trying to learn everything at once, let's slow things down and look at a simple, structured way many beginners use to actually understand the market. The goal here is not complexity. The goal is clarity. Number one, start with market structure. Before you worry about strategies or indicator, the first thing you need to understand is how price actually moves. Market structure simply means how price forms highs and lows and trends. Open any chart and just observe. Ask simple questions. Where does price stop moving up? Where does it struggle to move lower? Where does it reverse direction? Where does it continue strongly? For example, if Euro USD keeps moving up, pulling back slightly, then continuing higher, that is an uptrend structure. If GBP/JPY keeps falling, pulling back slightly, then continuing lower, that is a downtrend structure. You are not trying to predict anything yet. You are simply learning how the market behaves. Think of it like learning traffic flow in a new city. At first, you don't know where cars usually slow down or turn, but after watching for a while, you start noticing patterns naturally. That's exactly what market structure is. Number two, choosing one market to study. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is switching between too many currency pairs. For example, Euro USD in the morning, GBP/JPY in the afternoon, SAU USD at night, USD CAD randomly during news. The problem is simple. Every market behaves differently. SAU USD moves differently from Euro USD. GBP/JPY is more volatile than USD CHF. Some pairs trend smoothly, others are choppy. So when you keep switching, your brain never adapts. Instead, pick one market. Let's say Euro USD. Now study only that for a while. What happens over a few days or weeks? You start noticing things like it respects certain levels repeatedly. It reacts strongly around specific price zone. It trades better during certain sections like London section or New York section. It often pulls back before continuing a move. That familiarity is powerful. It's the same reason a football player performs better on a field he knows well. Consistency builds understanding. Number three, reduce information overload. The internet has made forex learning both easier and harder. You have thousands of YouTube videos, signal groups everywhere, live trading streams, breaking news alerts, buy now courses everywhere. The problem is not lack of information. The problem is too much information. When you consume too much, you stop thinking for yourself. For example, you see one trade say buy now, another says sell now, and suddenly you are stuck doing nothing or entering randomly. Instead of consuming everything, reduce your inputs. This is a better approach. Follow one or two good educators. Spend more time on charts than videos. Focus on understanding, not copying. Here's a simple test. If you remove all social media forex content for 7 days, can you still analyze the charts? If the answer is no, you are consuming too much and practicing too little. Number 4, spend more time observing. Many beginners think trading means always being in a trade, so they enter trades every day, even when nothing is clear. But experienced traders do something very different. They wait. You open a chart in the morning, you mark key levels, support zone, resistance zone, previous highs and lows. Then you do nothing. You just wait. Maybe price comes to your level and reacts. Maybe it breaks and continues. But you are not forcing trades. This waiting period is where real learning happens. Because when you observe without pressure, you start seeing how the market actually behaves. Think of it like fishing. You don't throw your hook everywhere randomly. You pick a good spot and wait. Number 5, practice risk management early. Most beginners focus only on entries. They ask, where do I buy? Where do I sell? Which indicator works best? Which strategy works best? But professionals focus more on how do I lose if I'm wrong? because losses are part of trading. Let's say you have a $100 demo or real account. If you risk 1% per trade, that means $1 per trade. Now, even if you lost 10 trades in a row, you still have most of your accounts intact. But if you risk 20 to 30% per trade, a few losses can wipe you out completely. That is why many beginners start on demo accounts. Not to make fake money, but to learn discipline without pressure. Good risk management is what keeps you in the game long enough to learn. Number 6, learn to explain what you see. This is one of the most powerful but underrated skills. When you look at a chart, don't just say it will go up or it will go down. Instead, describe what you actually see. For example, price reached a resistance level and failed to break above it. Price broke a previous high and is now retesting it. Market is forming lower highs, indicating selling pressure. Why is this important? Because it removes emotion. You stop guessing. You start observing. Here's a simple exercise. Open a chart and write 3 sentences describing it. Do this daily. Within a few weeks, your thinking becomes much clearer. Number 7, build a simple routine. Most beginners are inconsistent. One day they study, next day they disappear, then they come back confused. Trading requires structure. Here is a simple daily routine example. In the morning, open charts, identify trend, mark key levels, support and resistance. In the afternoon, check if price is reacting to your levels. Observe structure development. In the evening, review what happened. Record trades or observations in a journal. You don't need anything complicated. The goal is consistency, not complexity. Even 30 minutes of focused study daily is better than 5 hours of random scrolling. Number 8, keep expectations realistic. This is where many beginners get misled. They think, I will learn this in a few days and start making money. But Forex doesn't work like that. Some days, the market will follow your analysis perfectly. Other days, the market will completely ignore everything you expected. That is normal. The goal is not to predict perfectly. The goal is to make structured decisions based on probabilities. Think of trading like this. You are not trying to win every trade. You are trying to stay consistent over many trades. Even professional traders lose regularly. The difference is they manage risk and stay in the game long enough to profit overall. If you are currently learning forex trading, here is a simple approach. Pick one market. Don't switch constantly. Study how price moves, market structure. Reduce noise and unnecessary information. Spend more time observing than trading. Focus on risk management early. Learn to describe charts clearly. Build a simple routine. Stay realistic about outcomes. This is not about rushing. It's about building understanding step by step. Because in trading, clarity beats complexity and consistency beats excitement. If you stay focused on the chart instead of the noise around it, you will learn much faster than most beginners. If you want to be a doctor, you will go to school for at least 6 years to 8 years studying medicine and surgery to become a qualified doctor, and that is when you will now start making money from it. The same way it is if you want to learn trading. The first thing you should do is pay to learn it. Spend time to learn it. Pay the price to learn it for years before you become profitable. So if you want to learn forex trading, get a training course. Learn first before you make money. That is how it is. So I will leave a link in the description of this video or in the pinned comments that will teach you forex trading properly from beginner level to a pro level. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it to your friends and your loved ones, and I will see you in the next video popping on this screen. Bye for now.